Alright. Oh, man. Over this damn pit. So, we are gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club! Yay! So this is apparently the best horror game of the year.
Praise the booty.
Screen, skip, no. Text speed could be higher than that. Alright, let's do this. You guys ready? I hope you guys are ready for some serious, scary shit. Please enter your name. Cowboy. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. She looks like a spaz. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, she's pouting. It's being Cowboy Senpai. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Damn, dude's coming in harsh. Cross the street together and make our way to school. Yo, I'm not kidding when I say this is a horror game. This is listed as a psychological horror game. And apparently, like, once you, like, get into the story, it gets super fucked up. So, just bear with me here. I've been told you gotta get through a little bit of weeaboo, and then it gets crazy fucked up. Hell? Something's wrong. It's not, it's like, I think OBS fucked up. Hang on. Hang on a second. I'm gonna let OBS pick it back up. There we go. Sure, it's possible that I did. One of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Damn, this dude's fucking savage to this poor girl. He's like, hey, I don't listen to this bitch. She's late. She's crazy. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average life, spending my free time on games and anime. My boy. Worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Doesn't she know anime teaches you everything you need to know about life? Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Oh, that's sweet. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Oh, we're making her sad. Alright, alright. Look at a few cubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Yo, I like the protagonist. Protagonist takes no shit. He's like, listen, bitch, I'll do what I can, but I just want to go home and watch some anime. Seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Good. Thank you. I do not care about the school day. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Dude. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice. Start with the anime club. Yes! Best choice. Hello! Sayori? Coming to the classroom while I was spacing out. Ran and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. Thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. So you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm suppressed. You wait out for me, but it's going to make you late to your own club. The developers of this game based the protagonist off a speech algorithm made by combining Twitch chat. That's what it looks like. Come to my club. Oh, she wants me to join her club. There's no way I'm going to your club. Aww. Vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. She was the first one to show interest. After the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Facto VP. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the anime club. Cupcakes. I do love cupcakes. Yeah, stop by for the cupcake. Marks the day I sold my soul for a cup. That's not a bad sale. Cupcakes are pretty awesome. Dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the square I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. She swings open the classroom door. One new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. No one here? Is there no one here? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yo, this one straight up looks like she's trying to fuck. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Look how she's pushing them titties out. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh, and this one's the one that no one likes. Oh boy, what a surprise. Oh, that's like the honor roll hot bitch right there. Yeah, this is this one or this one or waifu. I don't like this one. It's full of incredibly cute girls. Don't we looking at you, girl, too? Natsuki looks like she needs to go back to elementary school, yes! This is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, it's nice to meet you both. And there's a pinch. It sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Monika. Smiles sweetly. Aw. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Mika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Dude's already trying to smash, dude. He's just like, yup, this is the one. Basically, completely out of my league. No, man, don't sell yourself short like that. Having her smile at me so genuinely. Little... too, Monika. Sit next to me or Monika. What do I pick? I'll get the cupcakes. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! 1,000 white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Dude, I would totally kill for a cat cupcake. It's okay, Ray. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Fucking slob. Why no one likes you, Sayori? Don't talk with your mouth full. She's disgusting. And the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Yeah, he wants Natsuki's icing. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yep, little tsundere bitch. Not playing hard to get. Just give me the cupcakes. I thought you technically did. Sayori said he's gonna be like, Baka! But not for you, you know, you dummy.
Give me the booty, I want the booty.
Alright.
Natsuki equals best grill.
Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Just gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No, she's trying so hard to present them titties. She's like, don't you like my tea? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, obviously. Look at the way she's pushing that chest out. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. And then you know, I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was dragged here? I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Not enjoying any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Don't be embarrassed. President of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make it fun for everyone. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any major clubs. Well, you know. He was too busy shitting on people in debates. It's like nothing but arguing about the budget, how to prepare for events. Something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Personally enjoy these nuts later. Others to get into literature, and I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Oh, it's hitting it where it hurts. Nobody likes your club. Hard to start a new club. Don't worry, the spoopiness will come. You know? Yeah! We'll do our best, senpai. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I like how they each have like a different bra size. Like we got like A cup, B cup, C cup, D cup here. Like when the devs were making it, they're like, let's make sure to give them different titty sizes. That'll help identify the characters easier. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Come on, dude, you know you've been reading manga, don't lie. Manga. Rather quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. You like anime too, senpai? She's a little anime freak, I bet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Spoke without thinking after seeing her sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. But she likes The Witcher. Alright, she gets my approval. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. I actually think it's easier. I like a lot of things. So is the deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Uh-oh. I read a horror book once. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Monika. Someone as gentle as you. Reading those horror novels. I guess you could say that. If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Your eyes dart to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? No! What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't you say it out loud! Give that back! Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Aww! Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. She's gonna grab her titties. She's gonna grab her titties. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes, senpai. Why do you care? Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. Not like I wrote them for you, Baka. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Y'all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Cowboy-senpai?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that, senpai?
Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. It's a lot of sad waifus. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought... Cowboy...
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Them titties jiggle all over the place. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official! Welcome to the Literature Club!
Thanks. I guess.
Okay, everyone! I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Nika looks over at me once more.
Cowboy-senpai, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee.
Yeah. Did I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Cowboy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. that, two of us depart the cloud room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Yosh! I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm telling you guys, this actually gets scary apparently. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Tragedy, swimsuit, anger, breathe, chocolate, unstable, spies, starscape, agonizing, aura. Chocolate. I mean, should I try to be deep and edgy here? Or should I just write something fun like chocolate completes me. Coffee in the morning with a cigarette means poo time. I look out to the sky and contemplate life. Full edge. Deep and edgy. Super edgelord senpai, alright. Agonizing. Dream. Unrequited. Broken. Puppy! Anime. Entropy. Fester. Uncontrollable. Depression. Lazy. Suicide. Contamination. Hope. Uncontrollable. Meager. Lust. Horror. Twirl. Pain. Passion. Melancholy. Disarray. Unending. Friends. Empty. Parfait. Bunny. Misery. Forgive. Embrace. Frightening. Fear. Bouncy. Fear. Cage. Scars. Doki Doki. Scars. Incapable. Disaster. Death. Massacre. Just picking the edgiest words there are here. Crimson.
Hi again, cowboy! Glad to see you didn't run away from us, ha 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 ha!
Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Was the last come in, so everyone is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, cowboy. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year, too! I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between seeing Monika and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Cowboy always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, it's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Cowboy can become good friends too!
Sayori!
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayori!
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you, it's a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression as she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distancing her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Crap.
I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. But why do you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... That's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. That dark curve came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Cowboy-senpai?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
hope so.
Yeah, totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. So shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be something completely different.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one, and letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. And I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. The lids are closed, after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yeah, you don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me get that book. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. I'm gonna be the whole stream, or just until you're tired. I'll probably read voices out loud until my voice starts to hurt. Like, I can already feel it in my throat. Trying to, like, switching between two voices isn't bad. When all four of them were on the screen, though, trying to, like, remember and swap between 5 different fucking voices gets a little tricky. That's why the guy's voice sounds like a 1950s detective, because it's so distinct and different from the rest, it's easy. Ugh. It does fucking work your vocal cords, though. Might need to get more coffee. Or tea. Tea would be really good, actually.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
Open the door, open the book, and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting. The feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. Sneezes. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slap my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy.
You made a booty,
Once we each
I
lean in a
want
little
a
bit,
booty.
our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it from under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's at the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. Think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep this up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I just want to say how fucking annoying that would be. Like, he's so worried with whether or not he's keeping pace that he's just like turning pages even though he's not done. Like, dude's gonna know half the fucking story. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, Cowboy, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that all right, Yuri? Kind of look down. Sorry if I haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. Stand up.
By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Ika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? First, I'm grabbing a thing of water. Be right back. Actually, I'm gonna go feed the cats real fast too, because it's 6:15. But I will do a poll. I'll let you guys get involved in my decision making. Though, let me. Every time I like alt tab out, it fucks up the game. So let me. Properties. Doki. Let me fix that. Okay, cameras. I alt tab out, it stops picking the game up for some reason. Ooh, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monika. Oh shit, hang on. Getting that name didn't save. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monika. Okay. Alright, gonna go feed the cats. Be right back. Damn. That's pretty fucking unanimous. 64% for Yuri. Jesus. People had, there was no hesitation there. Yuri. Yuri seems like the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lightened. Exceptional. What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow. Huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Dot, dot, dot.
No, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize from new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together.
The end result is that both the style
And the expressiveness are weakened.
got my voices mixed up. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert.
Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's just apologizing for herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't get to. No! No, I didn't know. How do I go? Stop auto. History. No! I missed the poem! What the fuck? It showed me the poem for like half a second. No! No, I missed Waifu's poem. Oh, no. How do I clip? How do I clip? How do I clip it? How do I clip it? Quick, somebody make a clip and I can read the poem. I don't know how to make clips on Twitch. Clip. Clips. Generating Clipperino. No, go back. Go back, clip. I'm gonna read this fucking poem. It's important to know what it said. Oh wait. Yes, I can go back. Clip saved me. Okay. A ghost under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present, living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back.
Tendrils of my hair illuminate. Must be one last remaining streetlight that was to the test of time. Last yet to be replaced with the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. Light flicker back. Some pretty deep-sounded shit right there.
Oh, I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Uh-huh. That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, that story isn't about a ghost at all, Cowboy Senpai.
I mean, I can try. I don't have to give the guy a Batman voice. I can give him a different voice. I'll try a different voice for a little bit, and we'll see if my throat can keep up with it. Yuri? Oh, I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But I remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing.
Oh, this is a lot more seldom putting it a rat ray. I had not even thought of that. This very impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Oh, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yes, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Cowboy Senpai.
You too. Alright, next, let's talk to Natsuki.
Cowboy, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home!
What? Nani? Hashu!
What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid?
I am not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yes, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you are still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
What is this bitch in 4th grade? She's not a high school student! What the fuck is this? What is this? You'll probably think it's stupid. Yeah, when my fucking kid could write something better than this.
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I would not like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But that isn't the point of poems, is for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less varied.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So, I decided to write about it.
Yes, I understand.
But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I will not take that away from her.
Hang on a second. What is this? Do-do-do-do. Alright. Now I'm gonna try voice number 3.
This is a good poem, cowboy! Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course it is, Sayori. God, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time?
Yeah,
You are a raider.
I guess you're right,
Legendary.
but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. This reminds me of how you're really part of our club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm already standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, cowboy. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that's really good people do.
Thanks. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. But she's so fucking kawaii. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you!
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehe.
Well, let's see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast!
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't just answer just a bit to a yes or no question, Sayori.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or, how should I put it? It just sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you're late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Hee. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. best!
Yeah.
The next time I won't forget! And I'm gonna write the best poem ever!
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, time for another poll! Alright. Those are the 3 voices y'all get to choose from. Which voice should I give the protagonist as we play through this game? Do we want the... Well, it's my first voice, we'll just call the Batman voice since that's what people thought. Then there's the old Asian dude voice. And then there's the weeby dude voice. Old Asian dude with a strong lead. Redneck voices would not work. I could use like a Russian accent. No, Sayori, do not worry. This poem is, it's good, yeah? Old Asian dude and Batman in the fight. Which one is better on my throat? Probably the Batman voice. I mean, I don't know, the old Asian dude voice isn't too hard either, but it gets a little bit more raspy. They're both kind of raspy. Do a Boston accent? I don't think so, I don't know well enough. Old Asian dude or Batman, both really close here. There's about a 10-vote difference. If all the weep people had voted for Batman, Batman would have won. Can I change my vote? I don't know. Try. Let me see. Dynamic settings. I don't know if there's a way to allow people to change their vote or not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see one. I mean, they're both pretty easy for my throat.
Talking like old dude.
See, talking is more, it's more down here.
When you talk like this,
It's like the base of your throat, which is pretty easy.
talking like Batman's not too hard though.
That's more on the top of your throat.
I am old Batman, the Asian weepu man.
See, now that's hard, because then you're using the base of your throat and the up here as well. I could not do that.
Oh, the Asian dude is quite easy. You just talk very deep. It comes from base of esophagus. Whereas when you're doing Batman, it's more about talking with this up here. This is where the voice comes from.
When you do the weird voice, all you really do is you like push your cheeks together a little bit and kind of just hang your tongue in your mouth, and then it just fucking works like that. And if you make fun of me, I swear to God, I'll fucking cut you with my katana.
Alright, let's go with old Asian dude. It was close, but old Asian dude voice will be it. Monika.
Hi, cowboy! Having a good time so far?
Oh, yes.
Good! Glad to hear it! By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
I feel like it slowed down.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'd be afraid to bring things up. I am much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It is kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to too.
Ah ha 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 ha. Don't worry, cowboy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yes, that is true. I hand Monika my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, cowboy. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It is easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, I always count when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes to use simple and direct words to describe happiness or sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I am sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I am sure I end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Ah ha ha.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I do have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read to then.
Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side. Was looking in.
Fucking weird.
So, what do you think?
It is very freeform, if that is what you call it. Sorry, I am not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Was that the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say it was some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew. I guess that is everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
I want to read what my full poem was.
This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I've ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes ran on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Uh-huh. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss my symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Cowboy did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Cowboy liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Cowboy appreciates my voice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cowboy started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me, as if they noticed I was just standing there.
Cowboy! She's trying to make me look bad! That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meanings should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Cowboy. What? Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Cowboy-senpai? Well,
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki, Yuri, or help me, Sayori.
Alright, chat. What's it gonna be?
Hang on, everyone in chat's like, Yuri! Man, I didn't even need to do a poll. This is a fucking landslide. Natsuki's just getting murdered. This is brutal. Fucking Sayori's got more votes than Natsuki, dude. Damn. Fucking slayed on.
Natsuki, you are right that I liked your poem.
see?
Wait! That is not an excuse for you to be so mean. You should not pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri,
Uh-huh.
you're a serious, talented writer. It is no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That is why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was a cutie.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Yeah. But Natsuki, you took it way too far.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point being defiant, only because she cannot handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now.
Without a warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from desk and storms out there. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
And Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No! Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten to frustrate you after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any rest of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Cowboy. You're too kind. Thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
What thing did Natsuki say?
well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Ah, yes. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Cowboy, how about you?
Yes, I had to say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone writes. With any luck, I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Cowboy! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Yee-hee!
Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori! About what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No! That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, do not hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That is all. I can see why they'd make a good friends with you.
Oh, you know, Cowboy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's you.
Hee hee! Every day is gonna be so much fun!
Say, it looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice. Does it really need to stop there? I seek booty. We have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said to myself more than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori. It's an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay!
Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh, man. It's not a bad story, but yeah, I'm wondering when the fucked up horror shit starts, because it's kind of dragging right now. And these are the same words as last time. Let me try and get a hold of Bob. We were talking about playing a little bit of pub, which I think would be good, because I think another hour of this would probably kill me. The weekend? What day is it? I don't see dates on anything. One day left until it gets good. Oh man, that's a while. Let's see, pain. Fear. Why is she jumping? I don't want to talk to you. Heaven sent. Nightgown. Disoriented. Crush. Starscape. Melancholy. This is main waifu. I just gotta pick all the fancy words. Aetius. Contamination. Tenacious. Lugent. Incongruent. Extraordinary. Probably scars. Nope, that's her. She's gonna like kill herself or something, man. Like every time I pick like scars or anger, she's like, yeah! Capable. Entropy. Misfortune. Why is she all excited about those words? Unrestrained. Secretive. So, when I get through this day, this game supposedly kicks the fuck up, right? Because we've already played for 2 hours. And 2 hours... Like, that's like 2 hours of voice acting. It needs... I need to see shit go down. Like, shit needs to start happening. Because it's not bad right now, but like if this were an anime, I would have already been like, alright, I don't see the plot happening yet, and I would have left. This and another day? Oh man. 2 days. Ugh. Just auto it, mostly them telling you about their poems. I could speedrun it up until the part, but then I wouldn't be reading the voices anymore. Ugh. That's the other thing, it's starting to get my throat. Ugh. Quick break and start up again. I mean, I'll let it go through some stuff. Why is it not autoing? Hey, cowboy!
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you are in a good mood today.
Don't bother with the voices. Alright. I'll read for a bit while my voice gets a break. Skip unseen text. After choices. Huh. Bitch trying to get me to buy her treats.
I knew it.
It's not fair. How do you even know?
It is simple.
It does look like she has no nose at all. Like there's just, it's so tiny you can't even tell she has a nose. It's like if you ignore the blemish, it just looks like she doesn't. It looks like she has a noseless face. I don't know why they do that in anime. They make the eyes huge. They just make the nose like pink. Noses are important. Bitch eavesdropping in on the conversation.
Yuri! Tell Cowboy to let me borrow some money! That's... Don't get involved like that, Sayori. Besides, Cowboy-senpai only buys me snacks. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Bro, having hair that long would be so fucking annoying. It is nice just resting my throat for a bit after all the... I mean, it was like 2 hours straight voice acting, basically. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. This bitch. I'm just tired because I took a nap right before the stream, so I'm like not quite awake. That's why I was having coffee at the start. I was up most of the night, and then worked, and then napped, and now I'm up again.
Don't let her fool you. She is a demon. She knows exactly what she is doing. Steal money.
Tricked Natsuki into making cupcakes. This bitch. Whap! Did I hit her? Did I fucking hit her? Whap. Kya! Someone smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. A cookie. Giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori hugs the cookie, this bitch. She got cookie slapped. What's the idiot? So good. Clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're gonna get a lot over just one cookie. Thinks about her own cookie. Ah, you look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try?
Yes, beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still really happy you shared this one with me. Hee.
Sayori gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her.
Whoa.
Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Hey, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Monika is in the club room. Huh. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Were you heard anything about being late today? Not me! Yeah.
I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Hee, that's true. Excuse me.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
And this will be where we save it. Alright, so we're gonna swap games here.